hustle hard on the job. You can see that on my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
Now, the good news, Coach, is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. We're going to 52.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The first carry now. This is Johnson. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
But now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
Tighten up. We're going to 53. Mike, 45.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There we go. Yeah, Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Get him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you get big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
On first down, Trubisky. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now it's Trubisky to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but now it's third and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Tight goal. Shit. Check 3.
The give to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch out, watch out. Why go 46? 45
Prescott. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Prescott. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. To the air again, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
46.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's Trubisky. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go, 47. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Now Prescott. He finds Taylor, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their turn.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll give to Montgomery out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Prescott looking downfield for Jones. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now Trubisky on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Trubisky. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 96 yards, and the Lions have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Prescott. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Final play of the half. Prescott And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick.
Shit like this.
20. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards into Chicago first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That one goes for 30 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Being chased out left. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick-6 for Bears touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott now. And now here's another interception. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's it hit?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So here now is Prescott, as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. On first down, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on. Here we go, 47.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
47.
Here's Prescott. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Prescott. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Let's go, dude. Here we go, 46.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's a what? Kill. 47, 26.
And again, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Kill.
And the blitz does come. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Move. Spot 6-6. Pull it high.
Now Trubisky to throw. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Touchdown, Chicago! 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded at the 2. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Complete to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work for.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that